Hey everyone, welcome to this week's Trigger Report with yours truly, Cathleen Trigg. This week, can we talk about the WNBA draft? Am I the only one left extremely disappointed by the salaries the WNBA had the audacity to offer this year's top basketball female draft picks? Especially since we just came off the absolute biggest NCAA tournament showdown in history, with the women's viewership topping even the men's. Let's talk about it. This was supposed to be the year the WNBA finally reached pay equity, or so we thought. A record-setting 18.9 million people tuned in to watch South Carolina defeat Iowa in the NCAA women's title game, making it the most watched women's basketball game on record, and the most watched basketball game, men or women's, college or pro, since 2019. Yet, the salaries for the top women players pale, and I mean pale, in comparison to the men's salaries. It's laughable. When we come back, I'm going to tell you just how low the WNBA is willing to go to recruit the top draft picks, and just how this year's salaries compare to the men's. In the meantime, I want to hear your thoughts. Please send them to me on social media. I know you all have an opinion out there, so hit me up on social media at iWomanTV. The iWoman Report is the signature news and entertainment program of the iWomanTV network. Each episode features the latest news, business, health, and entertainment stories with a female focus. I'm combining my 25 years of experience covering the news with informative and impactful interviews with industry experts to keep you enlightened, informed, and entertained on the stories and news that affect us through our own lens. I hope to see you soon on the iWoman Report. Welcome back to this Trigger Report. All right, earlier we were talking about the WNBA draft. It's no secret women's basketball has taken the world by storm, surpassing all ratings and ticket sales expectations. But the popularity of the top female basketball players is not reflected by the huge pay disparity women players continue to face. This year's first-round picks, Caitlin Clark, drafted by the Indiana Fever, Camila Cardoso, going to the Chicago Sky, and Rickea Jackson, the Los Angeles Sparks, will make just $76,000 for their rookie year. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, another great player we've all been watching, drops down to $73,000. In fact, Caitlin Clark's entire 4-year contract is only $338,000. And I say only, not to sound disrespectful or insulting, but to point out the stark comparison to this year's first-round NBA draft pick salary of nearly $6.5 million. Someone please explain this to me. Come on, we can't continue to say that the reason women aren't paid more is because no one wants to watch female athletes, or they just can't pull in the same numbers. In fact, there's no explanation. These are the top, the GOATs, the best female ballers in the game, and they're barely making above minimum wage. Come on, we've got to do better than this. Fortunately, there is a slight silver lining to this story, in that the female players are finally getting endorsement deals worth millions. Clark and Reese are reportedly the only women's college basketball players estimated to have made over $1 million from name and likeness deals, or NIL deals, this season, with Clark raking in $3.4 million reportedly. Still, until someone can give me an explanation to justify the extreme pay inequality, we will continue to raise a red flag on the WNBA. Okay, and one more thing, the last thing I'm going to say on this matter. In anticipation of Clark's arrival in the WNBA, the Indiana Fever and the Las Vegas Aces have moved their July 2nd game from the 12,000-seat Michelob Ultra Arena to the T-Mobile Arena, whose capacity is 50% greater. And according to the WNBA 2024 national broadcast schedule, Clark will play 36 of her 40 regular season games this season on national TV. But they can't afford to pay her more than $76,000. Come on, get out of here with that mess. Pay women what they're worth.